What is love? Most of us don't understand exactly what love is. We think we do, but love is not giving to get, which is what most people do. Love, in fact, is unconscious communication. What do I mean by that? Well, we have neurons in our brain, but we have specifically cells called mirror neurons. And what they are attuned to do is read the other person, read their emotions. And women are particularly good at that. Their brains are designed to read the micro movement of the face and body to get emotions from the other person. Men, at a lower rate. We can learn to do that, and it's an acquired skill. It doesn't come naturally to us. So if we're using these mirror neurons, 93% of communication is nonverbal. And what happens for most people is we have an argument and we withdraw the love during the argument. So the person is not getting the unconscious signals that they're loved. Now, this is going to trigger past trauma for them. And they're going to react to that past trauma and feel unloved. And eventually, if it continues, which it does in most relationships, want to leave. So how do we overcome this? Well, we understand, firstly, what I'm saying is actually accurate and scientifically measured. Secondly, we understand that in today's culture and society, there are no longer the cultural pressures to stay together. There are no longer the religious pressures to stay together. So we only stay together for the strength of the connection. If our needs are not being met in the relationship, we're going to want to leave. And that is what is happening when we have these arguments. Gradually it builds up, it stacks up, and the person feels unloved in the relationship, unappreciated for men, unheard for women, misunderstood for women, because it's different. Men and women are different. And so these things build up and they want to leave. So if you don't want this to happen in your relationship, you have to learn how to argue in a healthy way, which means to argue, but not let the topic become more important than the love. Because when we withdraw the love, when we stop the signals that we're sending out to the other person, that they are no longer loved by us, because 93% of communication is nonverbal, and they read this through the mirror neurons, then the person feels unloved and they're like, okay, why am I staying in this relationship? Just seems bizarre. I want to leave. But you don't have to. You can gain the skill to argue in a healthy way, argue over the topic, but keep the love connection going.